Okay, hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ruhafis Genta. And then in this today, I want to explain about things that I learned from my college before. I took the network engineering, and I want to share something that may be usefully for network engineer people such as like me. Some basic I want to share about that I have learned from my college. Okay, first thing first, without further ado, let's start the explanation. So today, in this my first video about short explanation, today I want to explain about VLAN. Okay, what is VLAN? VLAN, it is based on virtual local area network. Virtual local area network. Short terms, we call it VLAN. What is VLAN, by the way? VLAN, just make it simple like this. Okay. Imagine. So, what is the function of VLAN? VLAN is part of networking or network engineering for to make the road of the internet separate. So for the short terms, or maybe we can explain by something that may be easier. We have a device such as switch, and then for the end house, we have four pieces. Pieces and here. Okay, this is the example. Let me make it clear. Okay, so imagine this is the switch. This is the topology for make it easier. In this area, we want to make the VLAN 10. What is VLAN, by the way? VLAN is the road. Imagine bridge and VLAN. This is that is the same thing. Bridge. The function of bridge is to connect all the ports to connect to the networking. But for the VLAN, it's kind for the road. So we make a group of any of the network to make an easier things like this. Okay? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the base of virtual local area network is we make a virtual local area network. This is local area network. This is local area network 10, or we can call it VLAN 10. VLAN 10, and this is VLAN 20. We have two groups. This is VLAN 10 and this is VLAN 20. We want to make this PC0 and PC1, it can communicate it from the switch here, from switch. This is the base of VLAN, okay? So we must configure this PC. I'm sorry, like this. Pass Ethernet 0 and pass Ethernet 01, and we submit pass Ethernet 0 and pass Ethernet 02. Okay, and then here, and then go here, 03 and 04. Okay, this PC 0 want to communicate to this PC 1 from switch. Okay, and then let's go to the configure how to VLAN virtual local area network works. Okay, just double click on switch, go to the CLI, and go to the configure. You can see what I'm recording. I hope you can see. Okay, first from the switch, we want to configure the switch. First step is put the command enable. Sorry, I'm caps lock. Enable to turn on the switch to privilege mode. Enable this hashtag. It means this is the privilege mode. And then we go to the configure terminal. And this is the command for the configure terminal is for global config. So we can config this switch whatever we want to do it. For this theme, this is the VLAN. So we just add the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Or you can name the host name. Host name, we give the switch the host name. Host name switch center. Switch center. And then adding the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. VLAN 10. And don't forget to give the VLAN name. Name VLAN 10. Okay, this is the already include. And VLAN 20 name, we give it same like VLAN 10, VLAN 20. And then next step, we configure the wire, this wire, pass Ethernet 0/1 and pass Ethernet 0/2. We want to configure this wire to config the way to make it. This is the VLAN 10 and this is pass Ethernet 0/3 and pass Ethernet 0/4. This is the root for the VLAN. This is VLAN 20. So the wire, we configure the wire so or the interface, it cannot be separated. Okay, we to the next step, interface range, because I use the range because 1 and 2 is the same VLAN. So we make it the faster, make it shorter, or you can configure it by interface fast Ethernet 0, 1, and you go to the, you can configure 1 by 1 fast Ethernet 01 or fast Ethernet 02, but you must configure it 1 by 1. The Cisco packet tracer can configure range, interface range. Interface range fast Ethernet 0/1 until 2. Because fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet /1, 0/1, fast Ethernet 0/2 is the same VLAN. We want to access more VLAN in this interface range path 0 slash until 2. Okay, we are ready to go switch the in configure range interface range. Okay, next step we must to turn on this switch port. Okay, switch port mode access because we want to access this switch port because default switch has a default switch port in this Cisco. The default is off, so we must turn on the switch port mode access, and then we go to the switch port access VLAN switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, we already configured this switch port. It comes to the orange, but we can use the spanning tree, but there is another topics, so we must just pass it, and then voila, it comes to the green again. And next step, we want to configure this fast Ethernet 0/3 and fast Ethernet 0/4 to the VLAN 20 interface range fast Ethernet 0, 3 until 4. This is the short term. I use the short term to make it the easier and make my time reduce. So we just the short term, but the goal or the same thing command is the same. Interface range fast Ethernet 0 to interface range fast Ethernet 0, 3 until 4. And then we already in this area. First thing first, switch port mode access. This is the same thing. Switch port mode access and SW space M space A. This is the short term for the switch port mode access. And then we go to the switch port access VLAN 20. Same like the above switch port access VLAN 10, but this is the short term for the switch access VLAN 20. Okay, you can see the orange dot in here. You can see the orange dot in here. That means the interface port is already active and the interface port is already make the route for the VLAN 20. This is the route for the VLAN 10 and this is the route for VLAN 20. And then we can cross this. Don't forget to do right to save your configuration in NVRAM. This is the part of don't forget to do right. And we can see you can see the list by do this command do show VLAN 3. This is the VLAN 10 status active name VLAN 10 name VLAN 10 status active ports fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02. So it's correct. We want to fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02. And then VLAN 20 status active. This is fast Ethernet 03 and fast Ethernet 04. So it's set. We already configured the VLAN route. Okay, we can close it. And the last step is we configure the IP address. I forgot to write the IP. 1 second. We use the easy way 192.168.10.1 192.168.10.2 and then we go to the 20 plan 20 192.168.20.1 and this one 192.168.2.2. Okay, we can configure this IP address. We can give it to the each of these devices. 192.168 10, and then okay. One nine two 192.168 10.2. Okay. Graphics, don't forget to add the graphics. And do the same thing to the VLAN 20. Okay. Let's test ping from this one to this one. Successful. And then we can configure this config desktop 192.168.20.1. Don't forget to the graphics 24. This is just for the cheap explanation about VLAN 168.20.2. And don't forget to the and we want to check ping VLAN 20, and this is successful. So the explanation, I hope my explanation it can understand what I'm saying. So the basically virtual local area network is for root, can like a big road, a big road in one way. So the VLAN works on the big way on the road, such as like the route, the way. If you want to send a package to the VLAN 10, this is the area. This is the area. VLAN 10, this is the way. Or imagine if you are in Jakarta, but you want to go to the Bali, this is the route for the Jakarta Bali route. And that's the simple thing that I can give. So basically, the virtual collective network is just to make the group of the VLAN, but it can be you cannot be communicated. That is part of the routing for the router. Switch is just broadcasting the package from same VLAN from the same local network. Okay. Okay, maybe that's all from me. I hope my explanation can be useful for anyone. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you guys in the next tutorial, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.